So I'm in Bangkok right now. What's that? What's that? What? I've just come to the gym. I've not been doing a lot of gym work recently. I know for a lot of you have seen me transform, really lean the last part of last year. The start of this year wasn't as intense and not as what I was doing. I've taken a little bit of a break just because I'm going into a bit more of a detox. I'm doing a fruit cleanse right now. If you're interested in any of the fruit cleanses, then reach out to me. It's also on my website as well, rawlicious.com. But this is where I do thrive. I love the gyms. I love going out in nature, doing some form of movement. For me, this is a daily practice. It's a devotion. I do some sort of resistance training. If that's using the gym equipment or if it's using resistance bands, which I absolutely love, and you can take anywhere. So I've traveled up to Bangkok. I do my rituals consistently. That's the difference. It's the consistent. I don't make excuses just because I've gone away. I take my resistance bands. If I don't have anything, very rare, I always take resistance bands that are so light. They're easy to pack. I take 2 of them, a strong band and a long band, and they fit in your luggage anywhere. So if I haven't got them, then I just focus on what can I utilize in nature? What can I find? A watermelon. I'm always eating fruits. I'm on a fruit cleanse now. Squat with a heavy watermelon. Do some bicep curls with a watermelon. There is always something you can do with fruits and using resistance. I'm going out just walking. So I'm enjoying walking around the cities, having a good walk and being in nature, going to see the different parks, having a massage. That's where it's a new lifestyle. It's a great lifestyle. I don't go in the malls too often because it's freezing. I'll go in, have a quick cool down, and I'll go back out. But the malls are too synthetic, too stimulating for me. It's too much. It's too intense. And Bangkok's already intense as it is with the traffic. I'm an island girl. That's why I live in Phuket. But here is just like if you can mix it with some rituals, some normal rituals, getting out in nature, and having some environment that is more natural. That for me is where I can balance it. If it's just full on city vibe, I have to find the greens, I have to find the parks. That's where lifts my mood. Nature is where I heal my stress. If there's any anxiety, like traveling for me creates a little bit of anxiety, especially at the airport, and if we're delayed, which I was, I have to ground myself in parks, in nature. That's where I really feel at home, at peace, and that's where I know like this environment is not congruent for my lifestyle, for me, for my health, to order to truly survive. I do apologize about the audio. I don't thrive in cities. All this man-made concrete environment is not for me. I thrive in nature, and that makes sense. Eating fruit, eating our biological diet, fruit, highest vibrational food you can eat, and being in nature, barefoot, at the beach, in the parks, in the jungle, is where I thrive. I heal, I feel my best, and man-made things are temporary. It can't be too often, and that's where I lose myself and I become depressed and I'm anxious. There's only so much you can do with your food in an environment, but if your environment is hectic, it's toxic, it's polluted, like my parents always use these chemical air fresheners constantly. If you're bombarded with all of that and lots of stimulus, TV, just fake environments, you become that that person, that fake, that unhappy, overstimulated, nothing's ever good enough, you're never happy. Whereas in your nature, just simple things, it just calms your mind, it just calms your energy, just much more at peace and in alignment. So check where you're living. Sometimes you have to do the extreme thing. You have to leave. You have to maybe initially sacrifice certain things, like costs. I had to live very cheaply until I built up, because my health, my happiness, my healing was more important than chasing the money, chasing the dreams that actually ends up where I see people chasing the money but then wasting it all on these addictions, these drugs, the alcohol, the smoking, because they're not in alignment with their environment, they're not in alignment with themselves. So check your environment, check where you're spending most of your time, who you're spending your time with, what you're eating, and where you are, because that's what's going to detach you from yourself, your higher self. And we want to connect back to who we really are, who we are here to be and to thrive. It's not what we're doing, it's who we are. And we can't be who we are when we're living in a simulated, fake, concrete jungle. So that's my thoughts for today. I'll let you see a bit of Bangkok, see what you think if you haven't been. If you have, let me know where you love to go. Bangkok's massive. The more I come, the more I do enjoy it, because my friends live here, so I get to see more Bangkok than I used to, like the main tourist areas, and I get to see the parks. I get to see the lakes here that you don't think's here, or you don't know where, because you just go into the city. So there's so much more to Bangkok, which I do enjoy, but for very short periods of time. I've never lived here. So let me know where you like, if you like cities, what's your lifestyle? I'd be interested to know. And if you want support on this journey, you want one-on-ones with me, you want to go through programs, you want my app where everything about this lifestyle is there to support you on this journey, then check that out at rawliciousyou.com. Be, feel, and stay Rawlicious.